I was working the third shift, 7 o'clock at night till 3 in the morning, wearing a freezer suit like a snowmobile suit, and feeling that my life was really going nowhere. And one night, 11 o'clock at night, we're having lunch, 5 of us sitting at the table. And I said, you know, I really ought to go down to JCC tomorrow and register for the mechanical technology program. Larry Jackson, our union steward, said, you're dreaming. And I took the freezer suit off right there and left in the middle of the shift. The next day I came down to JCC and I registered. That's when I met Dan Courtine. He was teaching a strength of materials class, and what made him such a great professor. He was Dr. Courtine, but nobody called him doctor. He dressed casual like this and made engineering learning achievable, challenging, and interesting.
With Dan's constant pushing us to the limit of our tolerance of his humor and trying to get some rise out of the students when he was giving his lectures to keep the class interesting, we also were sort of pushed to the limit on what we consider to be acceptable behavior with Dan. And so we one day broke into his office with a master key, and we removed every single item from his office and put it into a janitor's closet. The very next day, Dan came in to class, and we're all, anxious to see his shock and awe at what had happened, but he didn't show any evidence of anything that was misplaced or out of the normal. And so he walked into class and just gave a normal lecture for 50 minutes. He had no chalk, he had no book. It didn't matter. He just walked in and gave a perfect 50-minute lecture on dynamics and didn't indicate there was anything wrong. It was just another normal day for Dan. At the end of class, we finally came up to him and said, so Dan, anything different today? And so at that point he goes, yeah, so what did you guys do with my office? It was the kind of rapport we had with him. He was just a remarkable professor, brilliant teacher, really engaged with the students, loved to connect with students, and taught me the elements of engineering that got me to the point of being a full professor here at Virginia Tech. So I owe a lot to Dan. I want to thank his ability to connect with the students, to bring lessons to a level of understandability for the students, and just the camaraderie and rapport that we had with him was above and beyond anything that I've ever seen from any other faculty member I've had in my life.
I'm Arnaldo Espinoza. And back in 2018, I graduated from high school. Then in 2020, I graduated from Jamestown Community College with a associate's in engineering science. Then with that, I've transferred to UB and got a bachelor's in aerospace engineering. Definitely the hard math and science classes I took back at JCC definitely prepared me for UB. I had to utilize all that, honestly, with differentials, calculus, physics 1 and 2. Now I'm a manufacturing engineer at Matco Tools in Jamestown. I would strongly recommend JCC as a good fresh start for anyone who's seeking an engineering career.
And to me, that's why this endowment is so important. So many young people today, either graduating from high school or in a job that is not challenging, need to be challenged, and they need to have that opportunity. And that's what the community college offers. They offer skills, technical skills. They offer life lessons in challenging yourself, and developing self-confidence to know that you can set a goal and you can achieve it and you can have a brighter, better future.